Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys how I do my everyday eyeshadow. So hopefully this works. Maybe I can zoom in. Nope, I can't. So we'll make it work. I'm just gonna do this real quick. I use this kind of skin color. It's like my skin color, so it's like a peach or white. And I take, so the type of brushes I use is this one. It's a more dense brush. And then I also use this one. It's a little more fluffy. This one's more for blending to make sure my lines of my eyeshadow are not harsh. And this one's more to compact and get good pigment and good amount of product. So just take some. Oh, we need to lift that up. And I just put this all over my eye. And I let it cover everything. Because it's a really good natural shade. For me at least. It's my nude shade. And then I just make sure I get a good amount of product on it, because then it really won't shine through. And then you go in with your fluffy brush. And I'm going to use this kind of a blush color, I guess like a rose almost. I don't think there's color on it, so. And again, get a full amount, and I primarily go right here on my little crease. And I just kind of pat first, and then I do really small circles. It's almost like the smaller the circle, the better. And put your hand right here rather than like up here, because you're not going to have as much control, but this will give you more control over how little your circles end up being. And so what I typically like is I like a lot of color right here, and it'll slowly fade right here. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So what I'm going for is a slow fade. And I apologize if you can hear my baby crying in the next room. My husband's watching the babies. So I'm going to get some more. And do this eye. So I start with patting, and then I slowly go circles. And I don't really pay attention too much how much is getting right here. I just pay attention to the crease, and usually they end up being pretty even on what ends up getting right here, for the fact that I'm pretty much just paying attention to the crease. So then I just blend it. You make sure, yeah, it doesn't get super white. Washes me out so you can't even see what's going on. So yeah, you just kind of keep blending. And then I take the same brush, this is what I do constantly, because I'm just doing my thing. I don't know professional techniques, I'm just doing my thing. So I get this little darker shade. So here's the shade I just put on, and here's the shade I'm going to use next. And I do this only because this I want to be the background, and this I want to be more compacted, like right here. So just so you guys know. So I don't get as much product on this brush. I just get a little bit, and I, again, pat right there. And then I get more, and I just pat right there. And I am just a sucker for like pinks and stuff. So this is why this is my everyday look, is I love pinks. But you can do this with natural natural brown colors. Sometimes I'll go in with this brown instead, and stuff like that. So you don't have to technically do like pinks. I do more of the maroons and the pinks. So those are the two I just did on my outer corners. And then this was on the base. This is almost like my base color. And then my final step is I get this glitter, well used, very, very well loved. And I actually use my finger. So I get some on my finger. And then I go into the very corner of my eye, the inner corner, and then I slowly bring the excess of the product out to the outer corner. So you can kind of see that. And obviously I don't want to look like I'm going to prom, so I don't do too much of that. And then for this eye, I have to use this hand. I can't use the same finger because I'm not that talented. And this is almost like loose glitter. That's what it feels like. So it's not like the most pigmented stuff, which is kind of why I use it, but I also do like using some pigmented gold glittery eyeshadow. And that's just my style. Whenever my little sister Holly sees anything pink or glittery, she's like, "You want that, don't you?" And I do. Every single time I do. So that is pretty much the finished thing, and that's how I do my eyeshadow every day. And then I just do my eyeliner now and my mascara and I'm good. So I hope you like this video.